Our story today is about a farmer and his fortune and misfortunes, and what his fellow villagers had to say about them. Want to hear the story? Keep watching. Hello, my young friends, and my young at heart friends too, of course, and welcome to Storytime with Good Rainbow, where stories come to life. Like I said, our story today is about a farmer. Have you ever been on a farm? If yes, write farm in the comments below, or share where in the world that farm was, or maybe tell us about your experiences on that farm. Now on to our story. Hey, I like stories too! Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard it too. I'm right here! Oh, of course you are. Hello, Spots. Hello, everyone. Say, hello, Spots. What are you doing here? Like I said, I love stories. Well, I love them too. It's why I'm telling them. Oh, and I'm really excited to hear about the story today. Why? Well, you said fortunes and misfortunes, and that sounds exciting. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, I wonder what's going to happen too. Shall we find out together? Oh, yes. You know what? I'll sit just here. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Go on and, on with the story. Once upon a time, in a village, lived a farmer and his son. The farmer and his son worked the land together with their horse, just the one horse. And that horse was getting old, and he seemed sick and tired. The farmer was kind, and he wanted to be compassionate to his horse, so he let his horse go. News reached the village that the old farmer had let his horse go. So one by one, the villagers came to visit the farmer to say, "Oh, what misfortune! You've had to let your horse go. What will you do now? How will you work the land and prosper and live? What a shame. You must be very sad." The farmer said, "Maybe." Now, the farmer worked the land with his son without the horse. But a few days later, they heard the sound of many horses' hooves on the ground. The horse had spent his few days on the mountain, and he was feeling full of energy, felt alive. He had breathed the mountain air. He had eaten from the wild grasses of the mountain, and he had made some horse friends on the mountain, and he brought them along to the farm, back to the old farmer. There were 12 more horses. Now the village heard about that, and one by one they came to the farmer to congratulate him on his good fortune. "Oh, what a good fortune," they told him. "Now you have all these horses. They will be able to work on the land with you, and you will prosper, and you will live. What good fortune," they told the farmer. The farmer said, "Maybe." Now the next day, the farmer's son tried to tame one of these new horses so he would teach him how to work the land with them. But the horse was wild, and he threw the farmer's son off his back and onto the ground, and the farmer's son broke his leg. Now, of course, news reached the village that the farmer's son had broken his leg trying to tame one of the new horses. So, you guessed it. One by one, the villagers started coming to tell the farmer how sorry they were that his son broke his leg. "Oh, what terrible fortune," they told the farmer. "Your only son has broken his leg. What will you do now, old man? Will you look after the land on your own? How will you live? How will you prosper? Oh, what a shame." And the farmer said, "Maybe." A few days later, war broke out in the land. The emperor's soldiers went out to the villages to recruit young men to fight the war. When they reached the farmer's village, they took all the young men, but not his son. He couldn't go to war because he wasn't fit, because his leg was broken. So, of course, the old people in the village, one by one, came to visit the farmer and said, "Oh, what good fortune! Your son is here. He didn't have to go to war. You'll have him to help you when he's better, to look after the land and to help you." And the farmer said, "Maybe." And the war continued, and many of those young men from the villages were lost to the war and never went back to their villages. In the farmer's village, his son was the only one who was left young and healthy after his leg healed, and he helped his father work the land. He tamed the other horses, and they worked the land with the farmer. And because they worked the land together, and because the farmer was the only one with a young man by his side, he lived and he prospered. He prospered so much, he became the wealthiest farmer in the village. But remember, he was a kind and compassionate farmer. So he didn't keep that wealth to himself. He gave it to his fellow villagers. He shared his prosperity with all the villagers. So, I like this story very much. Can you guess why? Oh, I know! Oh, Spots, of course! It's because it has a happy ending? It does have a happy ending, but there's more to that than just a happy ending. What do you think there is? Well, lots of good, yes, and bad, yes. Things happened to the farmer and his son, yes, but, yes, he didn't mind the bad things. You're right. What did he say when they said, "What a shame"? He said, "Maybe." That's right. But what else? He didn't celebrate the happy things too much either. That's right. What did he say? He said, "Maybe." Yes. Why do you think the farmer would do that? Well, it's because everything was always changing and we couldn't tell if good was good and bad was bad and for how long. Ah, you're a clever little toad, aren't you, Spots? Yes, I am. Well, you said it really well, Spots. Okay, thanks. I'll catch you later, friends. Bye. Okay, you can sit right there while I finish here with my friends. Spots was very right. Things are always changing, and the villagers kept celebrating the good fortunes and feeling very bad about the misfortunes. But as you can see, the farmer just kept saying, Maybe. So maybe that's a good thing for all of us to say when good things and bad things happen. Maybe. This was a story from Zen Stories about the farmer, and it's called, you guessed it, Maybe. Did you like the story? If you did, give the story video a like and share it with your friends. Maybe they'd like to hear the story, maybe, about the farmer and his son and his fellow villagers. And if you would like more story time with Good Rainbow, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But before you go, I have a special something for you. I have a Storytime with Good Rainbow exploration guide. The link for it is right there in the box below. If you'd like to explore this story further, there are a whole bunch of fun activities for you to try. And if you would like for me to use your help to tell a story, every month I have a surprise story. You can draw a picture for me. From anything in this story, you can draw a picture of a farm, or a farmer, or horse, or horses, or a whole bunch of villagers. It's up to you. Draw a picture, send it to me, find me on Instagram, send me a direct message on Good Rainbow, and I will choose pictures and use them to make up a surprise story once a month. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. And remember, subscribe so you can hear the next story at Storytime with Good Rainbow. Bye!